Welcome to Mic'd Medicated. We are so happy to be here with all of you. Hi, Caroline.
Hi, Eva. How are you doing today on this beautiful, balmy 32-degree weather?
I'm doing great. I feel like already January is flying by. It feels like we went on vacation a year ago.
Do you know what national holidays this week?
There's a national holiday this week?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
I thought you were going to say Martin Luther King Day, which it is, but it's also my birthday.
Wait, this weekend is Martin Luther King weekend?
Yeah.
Shut the front door.
Yeah. Why is that so surprising? Did you?
I had no idea.
Well, that's not the OMG. The OMG is it's my birthday. I know I'm not MLK, but like I'm fucking CSL.
Amazing. I know it's your birthday. I am so excited to celebrate you. I am planning to make you feel very, very pampered and special since I know that you are the, giver of birthday joy. And
Thank you.
since you have felt maybe neglected or that no one is taking care of you the way you take care of others, we're going to change that this year.
I'm manifesting that, baby. I mean,
nice.
Right? Way to like smooth transition into this episode, which we're going to talk about.
You're a smooth operator.
Smooth operator. Smooth.
It's funny because every year I would set resolutions, and I have to say, just giving myself a little pat on the back, I'm pretty good at keeping resolutions. And so I found it very straightforward.
You perfect?
I found it very straightforward. You set a goal, you use your discipline and willpower, and you stick to it. And in speaking with Caroline and saying, let's talk about resolutions, she, I think, very, wisely said, actually, like resolutions are not happy and are not fulfilling. We should be talking about manifestations. And I was like, wait, I always hear about this, manifest what you want. And especially since Caroline and I started this business, we've been manifesting, or Caroline's been manifesting and I've been like jumping on her coattails.
I'm just rubbing our Golden Globe from this weekend. It's so beautiful.
And what I realized, Caroline, is I think for me, even though it's counterintuitive and everybody says, especially this year, like no more resolutions and they only make you feel bad and they're punitive and all these things, I actually think that manifesting is the bigger challenge, because in order to manifest what you want and need, you have to get really clear with yourself, like your inner self, about what is going to make you feel good and what kind of life you want.
Yeah. And I also think you have to understand, I think this is actually science. Like I sucked at science, but this is the science I can get. Like everything is energy and frequency. And like your brain, your thoughts are actually like a sense of frequency. Like it's actually like you have to think of yourself as this magnet, right? So like you're the greatest magnet, and the type of magnet you are is what you're going to attract. It's kind of like I remember when I was dating, I always knew I wanted to, meet my husband, whatever, meet somebody. And I was going on all these dates and I was like, ugh, they're terrible. They're this. And my grandma's, and I was like, I'm taking a break. She's like, no, you're not. You're going to just change your attitude about it. You're going to pretend you're having fun and you're just going to keep going. Because the more you go out and you date, the more you start to attract that you're ready for that, or you want to be dating, you want to be going out, so then you meet somebody. You never want to be like in this kind of plateau of anything. So anyway, your brain is this like giant magnet, and you just have to like think about, I want to attract only good things. Like, do you want to attract shit?
No.
Right. So like you got to change the way you think. Versus like a resolution is like, okay, I'm not drinking anymore, or I'm not doing this. That's just focusing on it. It's not coming from like a place of abundance. It's not empowering. You want to feel empowered.
Right. But I guess, and maybe I'm approaching this like a school assignment.
But you definitely are.
When I think about manifesting, I think about manifesting the life you want. I think about how your brain, and it's actually interesting because I started I resurrected my meditation practice with the new year. And literally last week, as I'm listening while I meditate, the gentleman narrating my meditation said, think of like your consciousness as your entire world, and think about like your brain almost like a predictive engine. And I think that's what you mean by manifesting. Like we're so powerful that if we think it, it will be.
Like this was a quote from, so I love The Secret by Rhonda Byrne. It's really just juicy and makes you feel really powerful. So there's a quote that says, I think this is also what you're saying. Your thoughts are seeds. The harvest you reap will depend on the seeds you plant. So the thoughts are the seeds, right? So you have to plant those seeds. Like, and
but don't you have to be pretty thoughtful about what seeds you plant?
Yeah. I mean, if you're like, I want to be, I want to be married with 3 children and I want to, live in Australia. And then you're like, wait, I don't want to have kids. I want to be single and I want to, live in Vail or something. Like, you have to be clear on what you want in your life.
And that's what I'm saying is actually, I think, maybe the hardest part, because until you can really be true with yourself about what you want and what kind of life you want, you can't manifest it.
Well, and I think that's the issue is like so many people, especially in New York, are on autopilot, right? Like you're just not even thinking about, you're not even going inward, right? Because you're not even there. You're not even thinking about that. You're just going, you're moving. You're like, you're just on this path. You're on I think of it as like a treadmill. It's like basically, it's okay. I feel like manifesting is going for a walk or a run outside versus being on a treadmill. Because when you walk outside, if you feel like running, you run. If you want to walk, you walk. Like you feel it, we're on the treadmill, you press that button, you're on that treadmill. Like, and you're not moving, you're in one location. And like, I could decide I want to walk here or I want to walk there. So like, that's kind of how I feel is the difference.
Right. So it's almost like if you're in default mode or if you're on autopilot, I should say, you're just operating in a way that is rote and without thought versus being more conscious of how you feel and acting on that.
Right. Actually, again, to quote the book, most of us attract by default. We just think that we don't have any control over it. Our thoughts and feelings are on autopilot. And so everything we brought to us by default. So like, if you don't, so there's two, right? Like you have to also believe that you can control stuff. Like you have to believe, like, if I do go to the park, like I will be able to go 4 miles, right? Because like on a treadmill, you can just get off whenever you want. You feel like you don't have any control. That maybe we can get off the treadmill analogy, but anyway, you have to believe you have control. I totally believe this.
Yes. And honestly, just having, been with you for the last couple of years as a friend, I feel your energy is so positive, is so motivating.
My psychiatrist and husband would definitely disagree with that.
But I guess like I spent my whole life on autopilot, not because I wasn't always thinking about like what I wanted and how to be a better person and how to be more, successful and have better relationships, but because I never thought about, I wasn't present and mindful of my feelings, and I never found that quiet space to say, what do I want? So like when do you find those quiet moments that you get in touch with yourself? That's why I'm trying to meditate right now, is I'm trying to like get in touch with my subconscious to see like, what do I really need and want? And like, who am I?
Well, that's a good question. So I do think most people need to meditate and quiet that. I'm actually just so fucking amazing because I'm an authenticist. I like to be alone a lot. So I feel like I can have that quiet time. I find when I exercise, that's when I kind of feel it. But I also feel like the older I get, the more I know what I want. Maybe it's because I feel like time is slipping. So like, I got to get on that. Like I got to figure this shit out. Right. Like I know where I want to go and I want to keep manifesting it. And then I start like, it's like little things. I don't know. When I was a little girl, I used to stand in front of my mirror and hold like a trophy. And I used to be like, oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Are we surprised? Is anybody surprised to hear that Karen
right?
role played that she was an award-winning actress?
I want a globe. It was actually my way of escaping because I feel like as a kid, I was so fucking uptight and anxious. And like, I didn't feel like I fit in, right? I wasn't
so it was fantasy.
It was a way of fantasy. It was like, okay, I might not be so happy in this current stage, but like, this is going to be my life.
But did you manifest that you were going to be this hot mama building a media empire?
Who knows? I probably, look what's happening. Look at me now. Look at you. Yeah, I guess I must have manifested that. Also, it's about timing too. This is another thing. I remember somebody like 5 years ago being like, do you want to do this podcast? It was for some health and wellness shit. And I was like, no, like it's timing and feel. You just have to feel. But I guess I always wanted to be famous. I don't know for what. It wasn't going to be from being a politician. I always wanted to have kids. I always wanted to have a husband and I manifested my husband. I literally wrote it down. I don't know where I guess because I don't know. I just kind of felt like the more I focused on the stuff I want, the more I got it.
Well, and I think at the root of this and, just sort of thinking through how we make it happen and how we help everyone listening, like think about doing this in their own lives. For me, like the pieces I may not have like really had in place before were one, like intuition, a sense that I am in touch with my gut and my feelings and emotions. And I do think.
But your gut is also your second brain, right?
Well, I was about to say, and all of that is connected to your brain. So somebody once wrote for me on a sheet of paper, very simply, like, if you can control your thoughts then impact your feelings then impact your behavior. So how you think about a situation can completely change the outcome. And you have 100% control over how you think about a situation. So if you view a situation as threatening, you're going to feel scared, nervous, defensive, all these other things. And then you're going to act a certain way. And it's probably not going to be an ideal or an abundant outcome. If you think about that same situation and instead of thinking about it as a threat, you think about it as an opportunity, then you might feel energized, you might feel excited, right. You might feel anticipatory or whatever you want to assign as your feelings. And then your behavior will be very different and the outcome will be different. So I truly believe in this.
Right.
I think
it's also changing. It's like reframing. Like I remember when, I don't know, one of my therapists in my past, I've had a lot, and I would, they're like they're Jewish gurus. That's what I like to call them, right? They're the bodhisattva for the Jews or the psychiatrists, right? Because we're not in Bikram yoga doing headstands. We're in an office, and and we upgrade, right? We get to the next level. We're closer to nirvana, right? The closer you get to nirvana, somehow the more expensive the bill. And the less likely they take insurance. So it's like, it's a good, see, I feel good. See that laugh, that's
authentic.
A laugh track just doesn't fucking do that. Right. That gives me all warm and feel. But anyway, you reframe. And I remember a therapist was once saying like, I was like anxious about something, a million things. And she was like, or maybe I had to perform for something. And the therapist was like, well, instead of being anxious, just be like, I'm excited. Like I'm excited for this, like just change that. So that was one piece of advice. And the other thing is like when I started to date Jeremy early on, he was definitely not hitting like what the benchmarks of certain things. Like, like he would go dark for 2 days. And I remember being at another therapist and she was like, I guess she was the original Mel Robbins. She was like, just let him. She did. She said, let him, like, just let go of it. And like, if he's gonna, stop trying to be in control. And like, as soon as I walked out of the therapist's office, he had texted me.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because the first point you made was about sort of the thinking and the reframing and how you think about things. And the second part is about control. So I feel like that's my second one. One, I didn't kind of trust my own thinking. So it was like, I was always sort of ruminating and, deliberating.
Isn't that why meds are so fucking awesome?
Exactly. I had a lot of indecision. And the second piece was I felt like I had to control everything. And when you're trying too hard to control an outcome, I think in the book you shared with me,
The Secret, control that.
It's about forcing and you never force. It's about putting out what you want and then feeling that way, like becoming that in how you feel. And then
and not worrying about the how, right?
Right. And
that's
not
the control
about the when.
That's also the control. The control is, well, how am I going to do this?
Yes.
That's right. The Eva being like, wait, our stats are here. How are we going to get better? I'm like, Eva, trust me, we're just going to be huge. You're like, but how? No, because that means you don't trust.
Yeah.
So you just have to be. And by the way, like I fall short a lot when I'm like, okay, I'm like in this discussion with maybe it's my husband or somebody. And I'm like, I can totally make this a positive outcome. And I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to go for the jugular. So, we're not fucking perfect gurus. But I do think it is hard. This is the hard thing too. Is like when you're obviously not a single person, you have like a partner, and you have to like take their fucking advice sometimes, which sucks, or is great. It's all the time. I love his advice.
Compromise.
Or compromise. Sometimes it's hard. It's like you're not as weird and woo woo as me, but I remember when like I had a son and we were trying to get pregnant, and I was like, I really want to have a daughter. And Jeremy's like, well, I only want to have 2 kids probably. Like, well, should we, like, what if we have 2 boys? And I was like, oh, we're not going to have 2 boys. We're going to have a daughter. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, there's a 50% chance you have a girl or a boy. And he's like, actually, it's a higher % chance that we'll have a boy because we already have a boy. And I was like, Jeremy, shut the fuck up. Stop raining on my parade.
Right.
Like, I just felt it. I knew it. And it's hard because my husband's so like literal and like grounded, thank God, or we'd be like fucking gypsies.
You guys
I'd just be like, I'm feeling this.
You guys would be like on a magic carpet ride in outer space.
Right. We'd have like no fucking electronics, no bill. Like we'd have bills would be just flying. I'm like looking at houses we can't afford. And my husband's like, that's not in the budget. I'm like, oh, it is. We don't have a budget. It's just
we're manifesting.
We're manifesting. If I look at shit on Zillow, I'm gonna get tracked shit. So I gotta look big or go home. Go big or go home. I mean, this was another good quote from the I love this from the book. You are the masterpiece of your own life. First of all, part of this conversation makes me want to vomit a little bit. I feel like we're a little bit like manifest and woo woo.
Yes.
Like I want people
reading the book made me vomit a little.
Yeah, like I am sucking back a little vom. Like if you're listening to us, we love tequila, we love vices. We are so fucking far from perfect. At least I am. So don't get nauseous, but let me just do this quote. You are the masterpiece of your own life. You are the Michelangelo of your own life. The David you are sculpting is you. Like, dude, no wonder I have abs of steel. Or should I say abs of plaster? Like, can I just, what if this is also where it gets confusing. Yeah, you
talk about the manifesting.
Yeah, I was going to say manifesting fat. Oh, this is where the book lost me. Okay. Like, and obviously they don't have a deal with Weight Watchers. But they said food can't make you fat. And I was like, that's fucking stupid.
Yeah. If you manifest it.
I mean, if I manifest looking like Giselle and I sit on my ass and I eat fucking McDonald's and don't move, I am going to be fat. I don't believe that you can change that.
Well, and I think that's where, as I read the book and understood this, you have to be super clear on your vision so that you can manifest and plant those seeds of what you want. But then you can't just sit on the couch and expect it to come. You actually have to take actions. But idea
it's inspired action, Eva.
Oh, thank you. Talk to me about inspired action.
Talk to you, baby. So it's inspired. So action feels like work. And like if you're on the right frequency and you're feeling good, it shouldn't be work. That's not to say that life isn't hard and like, things aren't. I kind of don't like saying that. But I'm talking about like when you're on the right path, it's an inspired action. So it's like just happening. Like we could be working, like we're working hard on this podcast and it's not easy, but it's working. It's going. The right people are coming. We're getting emailed. We're attracting the right stuff. Like that's how you know it's not work. It's not action.
It reminds me when you talk about work in a professional context, like they talk about being in the, I guess not even professional, but they talk about being in the zone. So when you're working and you are doing something that you're good at and you're meant to be doing, you're in the flow, you're in the zone, and time goes fast. It doesn't feel like work.
Right. Actually, this brings up, my aunt, Allison, who was on our show a few months ago, so she teaches like communication and strategic pivoting. And she was talking about how Jerry Seinfeld came up with comedians in cars getting coffee. And it's sort of that. It's like he was in this next stage of his life and obviously had a hugely successful show. And he was kind of brainstorming with someone and they're like, well, what do you want to do next? And he's like, I don't know. He's like, well, what do you love? And he's like, I love comedy and cars and coffee. And that's literally the birth of his show. And that's, they're not even joking. And like he did it, he didn't realize it was going to be, he didn't obviously need another hit of success, but like it was just authentic to him. Like it was what it was. And it became comedians in cars getting coffee.
I love that.
Which is kind of funny. I mean, I think, look, the other thing about manifesting too is like, now to be like, how do you know the difference between like that spiritual feeling or like if it's too materialistic? If you're like, gosh, my soul is telling me to buy a Birkin. Like what, like, should I just go
Can
fucking
you manifest that?
I don't know, but like, I feel like with Hermes, you can't, because if I even had the opportunity to buy one, like, can I manifest what color it is? It's like, yeah, what if you walk by a Bergdorf's and you're like, oh gosh, that feels good looking at that outfit. Like, I need to get it. I'm going to start doing that. I'm going to walk in and be like, I need that.
But I don't think manifesting works that way. I think the idea is that you manifest the outcome, you behave and feel as if that outcome is already come to fruition.
Right.
And then the universe, in their way, on their timeline, delivers that. And all of that, I think, conspires to give you this very happy, fulfilled, satisfied, content feeling. And therefore, you live your best life. And therefore, it's like generosity begets generosity. Or
oh, absolutely. And I also think it's like, this was also cool in the book because I'm such a child. Like, actually, I become more of a kid as I get older because I have more fun. But it's all about like play and imaginative play. And I feel like I've always done that, where when I was little, it was like I pretended I had these two kids in my head, or I won a Golden Globe. It's like, we just have to like literally play. Like right now we are, our show is going out to millions of people who are watching right now, which they probably are. We're already going to be scouted by a producer and agents, and
manifesting in action, people.
Yeah, like we're like, I already see it. Like I know, like I see next year, I see us, on the, or maybe not next year, but we have homes in Coconut Grove next to each other. And we have this studio where we go to work, and it's amazing. And this office, and we're just like, it's amazing.
Can I just say, if everyone
Sound like such
manifested
an asshole.
and everyone was able to successfully do this, think how much better the world would be. Because so much of the conflict we have is because people are unhappy, they're miserable, they feel, what's the word I'm looking for? They feel jealous,
they feel like
envious, they feel victimized. And so like if everyone could feel like I can have some control over what I want for my life,
right.
I can feel then sort of the positive, energy that I'm both putting into the universe and the universe is giving me back. And then that becomes a virtuous cycle. Then everyone would just be in a much better place. Oh, this is super important. Sorry. Yeah.
And then
I think we forgot to say everything starts with gratitude.
Oh, so yes. You have to be thankful.
Start by being very great. And I always tell my kids, like,
can't be an asshole and be like, I want. You have to be like, thank you for my health. Thank you for my
But like in all realness, I always say to my kids, like, people who are grateful for what they have always feel they have enough. People who look at what others have and what they don't have always feel like they're deficient.
And they're going to attract more deficiency.
Exactly. And can you also talk about the other thing I thought was super interesting in the book is like
the secret shifter?
You don't always feel genuinely happy, and feeling is so important. So there are things you can do to shift
of course. So
to
like
a better sense of happiness.
I love how I'm apparently the expert. But I am kind of, I did just reread the book yesterday, so I'm totally an expert. But so basically, like, obviously, if you feel good, things happen. How it's like when they say, okay, I believe getting a professional blowout totally affects your day. Because guess what? When you fucking look good and feel good, you start to attract things. That's what I was talking about when getting you to look hot, right? Like that's why if you wear sweats and you look like shit, it's like you feel shitty and you attract shit. Yeah, you gotta like the blowout makes you feel good. It's like right? So you've got to shift to feel good. You're not always going to feel good. That's, you can take pills for that to make you feel happy. But there are certain things like music.
And when you mean pills, you mean doctor prescribed.
Yes.
Medication.
I'm not saying go to like your, a drug dealer. I'm saying, if you're feeling miserable all the time, maybe you need a little chemical help.
Yes.
I tend to be more of a negative half, empty kind of girl, not half full.
Yeah, it's biological. Some people
just don't have a lot of dopamine.
Yeah, some people have a serotonin deficiency, and that biologically may not be able to be solved without medication.
Like if I was not medicated, I could be a curmudgeon, but I'm fucking not. I'd be at a doctor every day thinking I was dying.
But you still hate people.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? That was a hard thing for me to read in the book. It was like the law of attraction is basically the law of love. Like the more love, the more you get love. And I'm like, but I fucking hate people. So I'm reframing it. I love hating people. I love it. Makes me feel good. I have standards, right?
There you go.
The other thing about the secret shifters is like, look, you're talking about, I was thinking about this. I'm like, okay, so the book says music is huge, which we all know. Like you put on
I need more music in my life.
Right?
Yeah.
Like
it's amazing how music can change your mood.
You put on a song and you're like, oh, grooving. Okay. Or animals, dogs, or like huge secret shifters. Well, that was such a like Oprah, like, yes. Tell me more. Hallelujah. Anyway, I was like, okay, so there's a lot of problems in society right now, right? Where is that coming from?
All you need is music and
it's
dogs.
actually all you need. Oh yeah, I got that. All you need is love, which just means all you need is dogs and music. But anyway, I was like, who are fucking causing a lot of problems right now? And it's not a racist thing, but it's radical Islam. And I'm thinking, guess what? They can't have two of the biggest secret shifters, which are music and fucking dogs. All right.
So
if
true.
we just gave all the radical Muslims a adorable puppy and some good fucking,
feel good
Hall
music.
and Oates and Aerosmith, there would be no more bombing of planes. Let me tell you that.
That's what I meant by peace in the world.
Yeah, that I think it's dogs and music, baby.
Okay, so before we end this episode, we need to go through how do you do it? Because like I need the like practical step by step guide.
Eva, I want you to make sure it's not like the whole point is not to be caught up in like the business plan, like if step by step by step. It's yes, there are steps, but it's also a little bit more broad. Because I did write a manifest thing and Eva's like, wait, I don't think that's how you're supposed to do it. I'm like, I'm sorry, are you God? Are you God or is it me, Margaret, or whatever?
I think you're mischaracterizing.
I'm joking.
I think it was more that I wrote mine and then I saw you wrote yours differently and I said, did I do mine wrong?
But that's crazy. You can't fuck it up. As long as you're being like, I'm thankful and this is what I see my life as. This is what I want in a positive way. You're good.
Okay.
So step 1, baby, ask, make a command. Like, it's like the universe is a genie and you're fucking Aladdin, okay? Or Jasmine, but you're not radical Muslim. Okay, we might be in Saudi Arabia here, but this is pre-radical Muslim stuff, okay? This is a genie where Jasmine had her midriff showing. Don't forget. She was a hot motherfucker, okay? There was no hijab on this girl, okay? Did you just wet my couch?
Okay, keep going.
Sorry, you basically you gave me a layup for that.
Yeah, that was great. Okay.
Yeah, I do. It was a great joke. It was a really good one. I know.
Okay, wait. So
you're Jasmine, pre 1979 revolution, and you're sorry, that's not funny, but kind of. And you're making a command. You're like, okay. First of all, you're feeling good. You already got that part because you can't be ready for step 1 if you don't feel good.
Okay.
So feeling good, the secret shifting to feel good, that's really like the preamble to step 1.
Okay.
So you're feeling good. I'm feeling good. Dun,
okay.
dun, dun, dun.
I've got good vibrations.
Dude, I love the Beach Boys. Okay. So then you make a command, like you ask the genie, you're like, genie, we're going to be billionaires. We have this great job. Actually, sorry, I fucked something up.
You got to be grateful.
And I know I said there was no rules, but there are rules. First, you say you're thankful. I'm thankful for my health. I'm thankful, whatever the fuck you're thankful for.
For my family,
your cats,
for my
your dogs,
business partner, for my friends,
for my body, my legs, that I can walk, that I am happy, that I have a brain, I have eyes.
Okay.
The list goes on. So you're thankful. Okay. So then you make a command. Universe.
But it's not an I want command, right?
I don't fucking know.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I'm not the expert, but like I'm assuming you're not talking.
Right. You're kind of saying what you want to be.
What you want your life to look like.
Yes, what you want your life to look like.
I feel like, right? I want
paint the picture of your future state.
You're Michelangelo. Okay.
Yes. So draw a beautiful painting or sculpture of who you are.
Yeah, exactly.
And the life you live.
Right. So that's an ask. And I mean, by the way, I do have I know this is weird, but I do have a little crush. It's a mental crush on Winston Churchill.
Who doesn't?
I don't know. Probably most people.
I mean, who wouldn't want to be Clementine?
I love that you knew that her name was Clementine. She was a wealthy American.
I've read multiple
Did you know that?
biographies on him. Yeah.
She was probably another Eleanor Roosevelt rug muncher. Sorry. No, because Eleanor was like a politician also. She wanted to be, but women couldn't do that.
Yep.
Clementine actually was very interested in politics. So
and she put up with a lot. All right.
Okay, so anyway, so Winston Churchill said, if you create your own universe as you go along, I mean, that's a little confusing because he did live in the time of World War II, but whatever.
But he was
He's
literally
fucking awesome.
alone in saying we can win this war. Like
That's
when
true.
all odds were against him, when Chamberlain
True.
was appeasing, when America was like, we don't care.
You're right.
I mean, he just willed it to happen.
You're absolutely
Like
right.
the best leaders in the world, maybe this is like manifesting. It's like the best leaders in the world will it. Like they attract it because they come up with and assume it before they've become it.
Yeah, I agree. And they say, and this is like that. Yeah, we are. Damn it, that was really true.
Like on a shallow level, it's kind of like that saying you gotta
fake it till you make it,
or you gotta spend money to make money.
Right, and fake it till you make it. I mean, that is the biggest. You have to act like it. I think the problem with America is that we have kind of taken that as to like, oh, I'm going to just go into credit card debt and spend like I have a lot of money versus actually like trying to be on the right frequency.
But back to this, it's
okay,
like the fake it till you make it is starting with like,
you feel
who
good.
am I in my future state? And the way to become that is to think it and believe it and then trust it's going to happen.
So you're feeling good. You're feeling good. Now now you ask, that's step one, right? You make a command to the genie. You rub that freaking bottle. All right? You rub him out. There you go. That's sorry. Do not rub him out. I don't. That was like a weird teenage boy just like came out of my mouth. My God, came out of my mouth. God, sorry. I cannot stop. Jesus Christ with the sexual innuendos. Okay. Whoa.
So Larry is not going to like this.
No, sorry,
episode.
Dad. Step 2 is to believe.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a good believe song? I'm trying to think. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. Oh, from Shrek.
I'm a believer.
Oh, I feel like we are the donkey in Shrek. So anyway, you believe and you see things as already yours. Okay. You literally act like a kid. You're like playing with it. You feel like this is my life, man. Right. I believe this shit is real.
Therefore, you feel it. Therefore, you are it. I think I feel I am. Is that a famous saying?
Probably. It sounds famous. I'm gonna make it famous. And don't worry, baby, how it's going to happen. It's just going to.
Right. So you have to trust. This is where you trust the universe. You have to keep working, but you don't focus or try to control or force how it happens or when it happens.
You just know. You know it's going to happen. Like, I don't know how we're going to get to the point where we are, Forbes top 40, Golden Globe, Oscar winning Netflix people. But like, I know it. I feel it. I feel it in my body. I
feel it
in my fingers. I feel it in my toes.
All right,
I feel like we're getting hotter as we age, and we are.
Maybe we should add a shapeshifter. Wait, not a shapeshifter.
No, shapeshifter is like Spanx.
A feeling shifter. We should add singing to the feeling.
Well, we said music, girl.
Oh, fine.
I
don't consider my singing music.
No, it's not. It's more like Chinese torture. So, okay, step 3. And by the way, it doesn't have to just be your life. You could think about your kids, but it's not just like what you want of them. Or what you want. It has to be in truth. It has to be in line with actually your soul.
Well, actually, when I did this exercise in sort of thinking about this episode, I thought about it like I want to have a, close, connected partnership with my husband. I want to have a harmonious family life. I want to spend
What are you saying? Your family
time.
life is like no?
No, but just like what I want. I want for my, family to have, enjoy like
right.
Fun
you want them to have
together.
Their own families. You want them to be healthy.
Have date nights. I want to have, like I made it. I included my husband and kids as part of my manifesting outcome.
And also, but this is very important too. The feeling part is the preamble, is the precursors, because if you're not feeling good about something, then when you manifest, it's not real. Like when I think about my kids, it's like I'm feeling good about something. Like my son loves music. Like I feel like he's going to be a music producer. It's not like he's a baseball player and a sporty kid. I just feel it. Like I feel that when I think about that, I feels good. Do you know what I mean?
Right. And I don't think you force anybody to be something they're not.
Correct.
I think it's about helping them become who they want to be.
You can't completely change. Okay. The third thing is that I was just picking up.
Oh, I was giving it to you.
Thank you. Is receive. I was going to say RESPCT. That's respect, not receive. Sorry. Okay. So it's to receive. Feel it now, baby. Feel it. You're going to feel alive. Time will just stop. And whatever you're doing, you just do it all day. It's kind of how I feel like with this podcast.
Feel it. Wait, isn't that a song?
No, I don't know.
Feel that sensation. You don't know what song I'm talking about? Feel it.
No.
Oh.
But I do feel like when I'm with Eva and I'm doing this podcast, it's like,
you make me feel like dancing.
dun, 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 dun. You make me feel like dancing. I want to dance the night away. Is that, the boogie, what are they called? Bee Gees. Is that them?
Yeah, maybe.
You all make me feel like dancing. I want to dance the night away.
But that's actually a good summary of this because you
should feel good enough to want to dance.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so those are the 3 steps that we just talked about.
All right,
steps. Let's wrap up so everybody knows what we're going to do, because I think this would be a fun exercise. Anyone who's with us and who has stuck with us,
with us, you damn lucky you with us.
I really do feel like embracing this the last, few years of my life has made a, very clear, noticeable, positive change.
And don't you notice when I'm like, when you start to get like data crazy and I'm like, Eva, just relax. And like the next call we have, it's like a confirmation of what I just said.
Yes.
And then you're like, oh, whoa, she's good.
1,000%.
All right. So what's the first thing before step 1, Eva? What's the first thing that you have to do before step 1?
Feel it.
You got to feel
You got to be in the right frame of feeling. You got to feel good.
What's the real step 1, baby?
You have to ask. I won't say command. Command feels kind of strong to me, but you have to know what you want.
That's what the book said.
Fine. You have to get clear on what you want, and you have to command it. You have to command what your life will be, the people in it, the place, how you feel, what you want for yourself.
All right. What is step 2?
Step 2 is you have to believe.
I'm a believer. I'm a believer if I try.
So it won't happen if you don't believe it. And the way to believe it is to take what you created and feel it, like deeply feel it.
It's already yours. That life you want is yours.
I love it.
Gosh, we sound like those Christian gospel motivationals, like Joel Osteen.
And then step 3, after you command it, you believe it, you have to
receive it. Receive.
Nice.
I feel like that's why I always want to go to a church like in the South with like those the gospel choirs.
Okay.
Eva obviously has an appointment soon. So I don't know if you noticed this, but it was like a quick, you came in, finished, great. It was a great experience. You're pulling out hard. You're like, and we're done. Bye.
No,
I know. That's okay.
We did the 3.
We did it. You're like a guy. You're like, we did it. I'm like, can we cuddle? You're like, well, we did it. It's over. Like, I'm done. I'm going to go to the bathroom now and shower.
Well, I think, what are the next steps? What else?
No.
Like?
That is great. I think it's great. I just, I'm just having so much fun in this.
You want some post-coital cigarette smoking,
yes,
pillow talk?
Yes. I just feel like we felt it. Should we just, I cannot, and I'm excited for like our original people when we do win our Golden Globe and all those things happen. You're going to be like, I remember when Caroline and Eva said that.
Right.
They said that. Damn, that's so cool.
And how cool would it be if everyone like in our community also did it and we could all celebrate? Like,
yeah, just not everybody's going to win a Golden Globe or Oscar like us. Cause like that's too many people in the category,
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
I love being besties with an authenticist. But wait, we should almost do something. Maybe like we can help people document or commit to this.
Or just buy the book.
Oh, that's true.
Buy the book. We get nothing for it.
Notes.
The secret. And we're telling you the secret.
It's not a secret.
But you know
anymore.
What? Nope. And you know what would be really nice is like, don't make our podcast a secret. Share it.
Oh, that's great. We don't do enough self-promotion.
No, we don't. For such narcissists, we do not.
If you liked this episode,
if you felt good listening to us, share it, spread it.
If you think your family members or your friends or your colleagues would
like to receive this,
benefit from taking on a commitment to manifest, share this episode, like it, leave us a 5-star review.
Yep. Or just call 1-800-555-5555. Sorry, in the 90s, that's everything on the TV. That you know that was the fake number? That 555 is not actually a number. No one has 555.
Oh, really?
Yes. It's like a weird thing. So all the TV shows would use that as their like, call me on 555. Something.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know a lot of facts that get you nowhere. So anyway, ask, believe it, and you shall receive it. That sounded like it. Was that in the Bible?
It sounded like a rap song.
Ask, believe it, receive it. You feel good. You ask, you believe, you receive it. You feel good.
Mic drop.
Bye.